Hello everyone. Welcome to the first episode of CampusToCeo. I'm Ahan Chaturvedi, a student of business in the NMIMS University. As a business student, it's a pinnacle of everyone to become a CEO in a company. But hardly anyone knows what is the journey of a person from his college life to becoming a CEO. In our first episode, we have Mr. Ashish Shanker, MD and CEO of Motilal Oswal Private Wealth. He has completed his education from the University of Bangalore and is also an alumni of the Harvard Business School. He joined Motilal Oswal in 2012 and has been instrumental in building the wealth management profile OAO. He has a career spanning 26 years in financial segment. He started as an analyst and is today the chief executive officer of one of the biggest wealth management firms of India. Hello, Mr. Shankar. How are you?
I'm good, Ahan. Really happy to chat with you today. And just call me Ashish.
No. Ashish Uncle will be better for this.
Okay.
So let's start this, Uncle. So let's start with the college life.
Right.
I would like to ask you, how was your college life?
So, college life was full of fun, some studies. I guess it's a melting pot where you meet great friends, you dream about what you're going to do in life, and at the same time, you have a lot of fun. So, I attended this college in Pune called Ferguson College.
Okay.
So, and in those days, 11th, 12th, in Pune, you used to go to a proper college, right? Unlike, I think, in Mumbai, it's a school till 12th standard. So it was great fun. We had good friends and good fun.
Did you have any other hobbies besides of studies in your college or school?
So, while growing up in school, I was a table tennis player. And it was by chance that I discovered this sport way back when I was in 7th standard. And I tasted success very early. I became... I learned it in Chennai, and then when my family moved to Pune, the first tournament I played in Pune, I reached the semi-finals. So the first tournament, I was technically ranked number 4 in the city, right? And that's where my sporting journey became. So most of my school life, I have spent, other than studies, playing table tennis, traveling for tournaments, and luckily I could become the number 1 player in Maharashtra in sub-juniors and juniors, and I represented the state at national level tournaments as well.
Wow. Now, since we have spoken about sports, can you tell us if there's any correlation between the corporate world and sports?
A very interesting question, Ahan, and this is what I keep telling all students or people who are in schools, colleges, that I believe that sports is an extremely important part of character making when you're growing up. Because sports, first of all, teaches you how to compete. It teaches you how to lose, right? It teaches you how to take a loss very early in career. And of course, the big, the other benefit is that you become very fit. You become very fit, and at the same time, when you're playing a team sport or even in an individual sport, when you travel with a team, right, you learn how to work with other people. You get exposed to many things very early on in life. And I think, in my journey in the corporate world, whenever I'm faced with tough situations, I think like a sportsman, right? Because when you're faced a challenge in sports, when you lose a particular match or you lose a game, you're constantly thinking what went wrong, how do you solve it, and generally the answer is you go back to the drawing board and you practice, right? So similarly in corporate life, when you encounter a situation, I invariably tend to think like a sportsman. So that's so
that spirit is still with you.
Absolutely.
Any favorite sportsman of yours?
Many over the years, if I were to talk about table tennis, a lot of people may not have followed table tennis, but Jan Waldner, who was the world champion, is my idol and all-time favorite table tennis player. I think he was like he is a goat of table tennis. So brilliant game. In terms of current favorites, I think everybody loves him, and I really adore him, which is Virat Kohli.
Oh,
I
wow,
mean,
yeah. Very true. Everyone
the
knows.
way the kind of work he puts in and the kind of attitude he has is just incredible. I mean, there is so much for everybody to learn from him.
What is that attitude which separates you from the crowd, from the rest of the crowd?
I think it is the attitude of never giving up. It is the attitude of persevering, and it is the attitude of just putting in the hours, right? I read a very famous line that when you're chopping a tree, right? You chop it like 9,999 times, and the 10,000 chop, right, fells the tree,
Yeah.
right? So you feel it's the 10,000 chop, but actually the 999 chops that went in earlier, right, contributed eventually to the tree falling. So, I feel is just the attitude to keep going at it is extremely important.
Very true. Very deep saying. And so, did you follow this profession or passion in your college also, the passion of table tennis?
Um, I mean, I think after my juniors, once I started college, I figured that I want to do something more than sports as well. So, then the focus shifted to studies, academics. I was always attracted to the financial services world,
Okay, lovely.
the world of stock markets way back, in the 90s. So I always found that interesting, and then thanks to one of my uncles, right, who was a stock market investor, whenever I used to go and meet him, he used to chat with me about companies, stocks. I mean, he used to have piles of annual reports
Wow.
in his house. So I think maybe that's when the seed was sown in my head about financial markets and investing. I mean, he told me about Warren Buffett way back in '94. So
When not many people knew him.
Yeah, I was very
In
lucky
India,
to.
though, not many people knew him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow. So, when you took up your subjects in your major, in your college life, did you ever think that this is the field you will enter? Was it always sure?
So I think I was lucky in that sense. I was like I said, I was naturally attracted to the world of money, capital markets, and like I said, the seed was sown in some few of those conversations with one of my uncles who was a voracious investor in markets. So in college, then I was very clear that I want to pursue economics. I want to pursue finance. And that's the reason I chose Bachelor of Business Management like you
Yeah.
and all your friends in your class. So yeah.
If I may ask, how were you in studies?
Um, I think I was pretty good. Let's say I was never the topper.
Okay.
And that's probably also because I spent a lot of time in sports in my
Okay.
school days. I mean, I would be out of school for many days traveling
Okay.
for tournaments.
Fair enough.
Right? And college, yes. I mean, I topped my college.
Wow.
The last 2 years. So I was reasonably good at studies, and I guess that's because I was doing something which I really loved.
What are the best memories from the college?
I mean, college memories are always fun memories, right? I mean, going out with friends, partying. I mean, you learn so much. And at the same time, even during college, I continued playing table tennis. I represented. By then, I'd moved to Bangalore, so I did my Bachelor of Business Management from Bangalore University.
Okay.
And I played through my university life as well. So represented
Okay.
Bangalore University. Then we won the South Zone. We played All India level university, and we came second All India
Lovely.
in one of the years. So even during university and college, it was great fun playing table tennis, and then of course all the other fun stuff that you I am sure all of you know
We know,
during
we
what
know.
happens during college.